Hello, Virgo. Happy birthday. This is Lisa with Inspired Heart Intuitive here for your September reading, Virgo. We are into your month. Happy birthday. And remember, here at this channel, we're here to help you lead a whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. So we're going to do our standard 5-card spread here. First card's going to be what's coming towards you, Virgo. Second card is going to be what you're bringing to the table. Third card is going to be potential obstacles you may face during the month. Fourth card is going to be what's going to help us overcome that. And fifth and final card is going to be potential outcome and or advice. So don't forget, this is for advice, right? So this is for sun, moon, and rising. We're going to do one more shuffle, and we're going to cut, and we're going to see what the month has for us, all right? Here we go, Virgo. I'm so happy. So, some of you will be watching this, and Mars retrograde's finally over by the time you're watching it. Some of you will watch it immediately. Mars retrograde is about to be over for us. I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely thrilled that this is about done. It has been a heck of a 2 months, you guys, but we made it through, didn't we? All right, here we go. Oh, keep flashing you guys my boobs. Not trying to. Trust me, I'm really not, okay? All right, guys. So here we are. Really good. Really good. This is going to be a good month for you guys. What's coming towards you is the Five of Swords in the upright. You know, when I look at this particular card, and I am using the Thelema Tarot deck here, when I look at that Five of Swords, guys, yes, it is contentious. It's conflict, right? Swords are all about communication. So yes, it is conflicting communication. But let me tell you something. This particular person in the foreground, right? He's got all the swords. He's won. And the gentleman in the back, I talked about this on one of my lives, right? The gentleman in the back there, he's bowing down to him because he's vanquished him. And without killing him. Right? Without killing him. So this is what I'm going to say to you, lovely Virgos, okay? Sometimes you can have a tad bit of a sharp tongue. You might not mean to totally understand. But you tend to sometimes have a bit of a sharp tongue. It's going to come in handy this month because you're going to be verbally, intellectually, ideas, communication, sparring with people. And you're going to come out victorious, right? You've got this like, I know I'm right sense about you right now. And I'm not saying that it's without merit, okay? But remember that you can win the battle without decimating your opponent. And perhaps the opponent really isn't an opponent, right? Maybe they really don't. That's really not their energy, right? That's not really not their purpose, their place in your life. They're really not trying to harm you. You know, their friends, their family, their significant others. So remember that opponent might not really be opponent. Now, it could be, but you don't have to kill your opponent to win the battle. So just keep that in mind. So I do see conflict or potentially like, the two of you got to kind of get after one another, or you're going to have conflicting ideas, but you'll win, right? It's a victorious thing, right? You're going to win. All right. Now, what you're bringing to the table is the Seven of Wands in the reverse. You are like literally like letting your guard down this month, and being a bit more open, not having so many boundaries up. Really, again, I feel like these two are going together because you're willing to be a little bit more open in your conversation, and you're willing to like let your ideas kind of fully take fruition. Okay, so and fully take flight and be able to like bring them out and speak on them. All right. Now, what potentially could hold you back here is the Six of Cups in the upright. That says to me, you're thinking a lot about the past, okay? How you dealt with people in the past or how people dealt with you in the past. There's a lot of reminiscing going on. There's a lot of shoulda, woulda, coulda. I wish I had done things different. or you can tend to fall back into that a little bit, Virgo. However, what's going to help you through is the Wheel of Fortune and the upright. The cycle, there's a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. I say all the time when I see the Six of Cups, right? Take from the past the wisdom you need to bring forward, but leave the pain once it's been resolved and healed, leave the pain behind. Don't bring old baggage onto the new flight. If that flight's landed and you've offboarded and you're like, I got that one, Lise, don't take that baggage. Like, you need to go home, unpack it, clean it up, put it away, and you might not even be packing the same thing the next go around. So be very careful about that. When we reminisce about the past and live in the past too much, we can't see the future. Take from the past the lessons we need to and move forward. Because again, we have the Wheel of Fortune. We're going to do some clarifiers here just a little bit. And I've got a potential outcome here with the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So this situation, as it plays out fully, Virgo, it's going to be one of abundance for you. Like that cycle of that drought that you've been having where it feels like money just has not been coming, or provision in whatever form has just not been happening. I see a cycle of abundance, okay, that we're coming into for this month. So let's look and see why this Five of Swords is here in the upright first, who we may be having some, and that's really good. You have Ten of Pentacles, excellent energy, really good earth energy for my wonderful Virgo earth signs. So why is this Five of Swords here, please? Yeah, so this could be with a Gemini, or this could be with someone as you're coming out of a partnership with them. The Lovers doesn't always necessarily mean lovers. It could mean someone that you're in a business partnership with, a familial partnership with. You are in relationship with this person, friend, something, in some fashion. So there's going to be some issues. And here we have the Queen of Swords. You have a lot of air energy. I feel like your communication is getting better this month with Mars retrograde, Mars going direct. I think all of our communication and Mercury is like kind of like not messing with us anymore. So a lot of us are not going to be quite as aggressive. But with that Queen of Swords energy, you are going to be quite direct, yet we're asking you to be loving. Okay? Be direct. Be sure of what needs to be cut out, what is not of use for you anymore. But this person was in collaboration with you, okay? But whoever that is, and again, if that's a Gemini, there's a whole lot of air energy here. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, it doesn't like you're going to move forward with them. You're sensing, you're seeing that it's potentially not the right forward movement with them. Okay, so why is this Seven of Wands, excuse me, here in the reverse, please? Seven of Wands. It's the energy you're bringing in, right? You're letting your guard down a little bit. So can we get just a little clarification here on the Seven of Wands in the reverse? You know, Virgo, you've been going through quite a transformation. And I think a lot of this, especially in regards to home, family, hearth, that's all, just taking care of, the day-to-day needs. This is all going to come. It's starting to gel now, all the things you've set to the side or been setting up. Yeah, you're coming out of a time of indecision. I think you've been really contemplating and watching people and trying to ascertain what their motives are, whether they mean you good or not. And try to make a decision. Again, it really feels like a Gemini. It could potentially not be. It could be any sign for that matter. But this person that you've been in deep partnership with and relationship with, you've been trying to figure out what to do with them. Yeah, and you've seen that up until now. You've not really gotten with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You've not had a very good harvest coming from them. And in fact, you thought that there was going to be a new start, a fresh start, but no, not so much. And then we have the King of Swords in the upright. So yeah, you're going to be cutting a lot of things out this month. You're about your business and you are not playing. People have been, I hear broken contracts, broken agreements, broken promises. and you're finally at a point now where you've got all your ducks in a row, and you're at that point where you're like, you know what? I don't need it. I don't need you right now. I don't need broken promises. I need somebody that's going to mean what they say and say what they mean, right? So the Six of Cups, thinking about the past. Yeah, there's a transformation. If you remain in that Six of Cups energy, very nostalgic, the transformation that's trying to happen, that Spirit's trying to bring forward in your life, can't happen because you're too busy looking in the back. And again, yep, this was a very stable situation. Yes, and that is Taurus. We have Scorpio, Taurus. We have Gemini. So this could be just anyone. But with this Hierophant energy in the reverse, you can't cry over spilled milk. Don't sit and contemplate and worry too much about the relationship, because you looked upon it and it was stable at one time, and now over the last few months it's become very unstable, and you know that it's time, right? In the past it was stable, but now it's not, and you see things for what they are. Maybe you two just aren't meant to work with one another, but you know, you will come out of feeling stuck in this situation with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune here. Why is the wheel here, please? Yeah, this was, I mean, I feel like this has been a long-standing, again, with that Hierophant energy, Hierophant coming out, that this has been a long-standing partnership that you really wanted to make work. Perhaps you knew them from the past, and you guys, I don't want to say reunited, but, you know, you ran into each other, you got back into relationship with each other. And again, if this doesn't fit, this is a general reading. Doesn't fit. Don't try to put it on if it doesn't. But whomever this is that you had this very stable, conventional type interaction with, you're just recognizing that as you move forward, it's not they're a bad person. I'm not seeing any maliciousness in here. You don't owe them anything though. And you're needing to come out of it. So, right, so we've got the Ten of Swords and what we're asking you to do, what Spirit's asking you to do is, as your cycle is changing, you need to unburden yourself. Don't feel like this person was betraying you. They didn't betray you. You guys just could not work out. And if you're willing to let go of this sense of, I thought you were going to do this for me in this way. And when someone doesn't do something for you in a certain way, Virgo, sometimes I know that it's kind of your nature. You're just like, you know, like you feel like, well, if you had just done it the way I told you to do it, it all would have worked out. And when they don't do it that way, there's sometimes a miscommunication of intent. So there's no need to feel betrayed. Release that, because that's not really what's happening. That was not their intention. This is the time for victory and moving forward. This is a time for great things. This is not a time to take baby steps with the Page of Wands in reverse. You're meant to charge and charge ahead and charge forward. Yep. Because this is a brand new cycle for abundance, a brand new money cycle. I see good, solid financial decisions being made. New contracts, new job, new ways to bring provision in. People just kind of all of a sudden coming to you and saying, can you do this for me? Can you fix this for me? Can you create my Facebook page and help me market? Can you help me with my LinkedIn page? Can you, whatever it is, maybe it's starting a channel, maybe whatever it is, but people are going to say, hey, you're great at this. You should be doing this. I'm going to help you. This is a brand new start for you. These are dreams that you've been holding on to for a while and that you've been laying a foundation for. And I just feel like now is the time it's all going to come together. Because again, with the potential outcome advice is the Ten of Pentacles. It is time for you to manifest this. It's time for you to walk in it. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords, charge, and the upright, charge forward. Like, forward. This is all about forward movement and really good, solid communication. Okay, that's what this is really about. With the Hanged Man in the reverse, I feel like that's saying to me, you've made the sacrifices you needed to make. Spirit's not asking you to make more sacrifice because you've done what you needed to do to lay that proper foundation. And with the Four of Wands in the upright, this is a good, fruitful, like as you find new business partners or a new job, or even if this is a new relationship that's starting, the partnerships that are going to, and the friendships that are being brought to you this month, they are going to be not only just long lasting, but very fruitful, very stable, committed, loyal, and able to work with you in the way that you need for them to work with you. They're going to understand you. They're going to catch the vision in a very mighty way. Yeah. And you guys are going to be able to, with the Four of Cups, really brainstorm. There's going to be some contemplation in regard to this. And this is not going to be just some emotional mamby-pamby, like, oh, how some people can be like real super slick talkers, and it's like they can seduce you into doing anything. And by seducing you, I don't mean sexually. I mean just with their words, right? They could seduce you into doing anything. They convince you to do anything, and it sounds great. But this isn't a slick talker. This is going to be somebody that's very, very practical, yet they're a fast mover. They're a quick thinker, big thinker, fast mover. They're not going to let you just sit around and contemplate on this for forever. They're going to push you to some forward movement. They're going to be like, if you want to strike while the iron is hot and start creating this abundance and bringing this in, you got to move, and you got to move now. That's what I see for you guys. Like, I'm really super happy because I know you guys have been going through it a little bit. But it's all for the good. It is all so that you can be brought to a heightened level. It is all for the good. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified when I go on live. Also, down below are all the ways to communicate with me if you'd like a personal reading, a Reiki session. All that information is down below, and just email me at heartofinspiration18@gmail.com. Until the next time, guys, peace, love, joy, and blessings be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Namaste, my friends. Bye.